Hey guys, how are you doing today? I hope that you're doing amazing and fantastic and wonderful. To sort of cut it at the chase, if you are not following me on Instagram, you would not have seen the news. Cleo has been sick, and while I gave her medicine for a couple of weeks and tried my absolute hardest, I was not able to keep her well. She ended up having diabetes and had ketones in her urine, and with her age and all of those things, she unfortunately had to go over the Rainbow Bridge, and I had to let her go. So Cleo will no longer be in my videos, but she will be in my heart. I've had her since 2012, and I miss her very, very, very much, and I love her so very much. So this video is dedicated to Cleo, and also how I'm going to keep myself distracted over the holidays without having my cozy kitty companion to cuddle with. I do still have Juno, my puppy, and of course my kids, but they're not the best cuddlers when it comes to reading. They keep wanting me to put my book down. Juno is learning about how to lay still while Mama is reading. So without further ado, I have a whole stack of books and a game that I'm hoping can help with the missing of Miss Cleo. I know nothing is going to replace my Miss Cleo. So without further ado, let's jump into this. As of right now, it is the last day of Cosmas, and so make sure that if you are joining us next week on the 18th to finish Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret, we will be discussing it live on my channel, and I'm very excited. So right now, my reading is nothing but like Christmas things, but I am getting the itch for sci-fi fantasy right now, which is as per usual normally around this time. Like, I don't know about you, but winter sort of gets me in the vibe of like more cozies and sci-fi fantasy. So the first book I have that I am currently listening to and probably will be in my top 5 of the year is The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year by Ellie Carter. I am obsessed with this book right now. I don't even think I'm 50% into it, but I have already laughed, teared up. It is so good. It is basically a cozy mystery mixed with a rom-com. It is hilarious. I freaking love this book so much. I'm listening to it on audiobook, and I had to, of course, have it physically. So yeah, this is chef's kiss. Amazing. I am loving it so much. Our main character right here, she is a cozy mystery author, and she has been invited to go to her absolute favorite author's estate for Christmas, and our main character is going through a lot, and she ends up having to ride with her nemesis and fellow mystery writer, but he's a leather jacket guy. He is like a pew pew like guns a-blazing mystery writer, and she hates him and he hates her, but it's so good, so good. I absolutely am loving it. The next book I have is Too Many Curses by Ellie Martinez. I have read most of Ellie Martinez's books. They're hilarious fantasy books. In this one, it's the wizard Margle the Horrendous takes special pride in never killing his enemies. Instead, he transforms them into various accursed forms and locks them away in his castle. His halls are filled with his collection of fallen heroes and defeated villains, along with a few ordinary folk who were just unfortunate enough to draw Margle's attention. And it's just, he is hilarious in his writing. His characters are funny, and I just have a feeling that this is going to be the perfect amount of weird and outlandish and just unbelievable, out of the box, that I just need to laugh. The next one I have is the second book in the Spellman mystery series by Lisa Lutz. I read the first one in the series. This is Curse of the Spellmans. This is document 2, they call it. And this is a mystery series. And it's hilarious. It has things told in like short chapters that are like 1 pages, like a brief history of me, and subject is observed taking out the trash. But it's Meet the Spellmans, a family in which eavesdropping is a mandatory skill, locks are meant to be picked, past missteps are never forgotten, and blackmail is the preferred method, preferred form of negotiation, all in the name of unconditional love. When Izzy Spellman, PI, is arrested for the 4th time in 3 months, she writes it off as a job hazard. She's been obsessively keeping surveillance on a suspicious next-door neighbor, suspect's name John Brown, convinced he is up to no good. Even after her parents, the management at Spellman Investigations, are not. And as the second book of the wickedly hilarious series unfolds, it's clear that Izzy is still very much on the cases, her own, and that every other Spellman family member. Like, it's hilarious. And again, I want things that are funny. Speaking of that, I got this last Christmas and I need to read it. But it's book 1 of the Throne Chronicles, How Rory Thorne Destroyed the Multiverse. And just look at that cover. It looks amazing. I already have a bookmark in it because I can't wait to start it. But it's Rory Thorne is a princess with 13 fairy blessings, the most important of which is to see through flattery and platitudes. As the eldest child, she always imagined she'd inherit her father's throne and govern the interplanetary Thorne Consortium. So it's like fantasy and sci-fi mixed together. Then her father is assassinated, her mother gives birth to a son, and Rory is betrothed to a prince of a distant world. When Rory arrives in her new home, she uncovers a treacherous plot to unseat her newly betrothed and usurp his throne. An unscrupulous minister has conspired to name himself regent to the minor and somewhat foolish prince. With only her wits and a small team of allies, Rory must outmaneuver the regent and rescue the prince. And again, it sounded fantastic. The next book I have is Truth of the Divine. This is the second book in the Numina series by Lindsay Ellis. The first book is, where is it on my bookshelf? I don't know where it went. But I read the first book last year, and it was actually the first book that I have actually annotated in a really long time. Why can I not find it? It's probably in my other bookshelf that I just moved over there. But it was Oxium's End, and it was so good that I instantly bought the next book in the series. Look, it's got beautiful, like, is it beveled or deckled pages? But it also has, like, emails. I just really love epistolary books, guys. It's just fantastic. But the human race is at a crossroads, and we know that we are not alone. There's alien presence. I don't want to really talk about it too much because it's a second book in a series and I don't want to ruin the first one for you, but you should go read Oxium's End because it was really, really good. If you liked Andy Weir's Project Hail Mary, I think that you might like this as well. And then to keep my mind going, I have Myrtle here. Okay, so this was sent to me, and I'm so excited. This is 50 Seriously Sinister Logic Puzzles, The School of Mystery. Look at this. Fantastic. Clues, codes, mystery, myrtle. Who committed the harrowing crime? What wicked weapon did they wield? And where was the killing committed? There are so many different mysteries in here, and I'm so excited to freaking like dive deeper in here. It says, use your skills of deduction to solve each mystery one by one. Gather your evidence within the dark halls and mysterious tunnels of Deduction College. Reveal the truth behind the secret society rumors spreading throughout campus. Examine the codes and maps to unveil a larger hidden mystery and graduate with honors. And then I can drag my husband and friends into it because there's Myrtle, a board game, the case of the cover-up. And it's for 2 to 4 players. And I'm so excited. So yeah, those are some of the books that I am hoping to get into over the next couple of months. And what are you planning on reading over the next little while? I know that I will probably have some more books after Christmas, because that's normally what my family does, is they get me more books, which I'm not mad at all. But yeah, that's the end of this chapter of Courtagonist. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, happy reading.